Hey y'all, it's Alex and welcome back to my channel. Over here we have day 12, and in all honesty, this might be the top contender for my favorite piece of this year's Inktober. If you want to check out how I made this lovely piece, go ahead and check it in the top right corner. Today's prompt is ash, and we're back to the Ecoline watercolors today. This color is light orange. So today's prompt word being ash, I want to kind of do more of a scene than something depicting a character. I want to do the layout of a witch's desk. And we'll kind of play some of the elements by ear. I don't know if I'm going to exactly follow this, but we'll see. All right, so landscape piece layout, pencil. I don't know what it is with me and circular shaped objects in this perspective this year, but I'm just going ham on them. The thing is, I don't exactly know what other type of incense burner I'd want to have. I want to have multiple sticks of incense burners, so this is really the only kind that I can think of. I'm considering having this, well, I don't want this to break the frame, but I'm thinking about having the smoke trail off over the frame. Like always, I forget how to draw a star, so we're gonna, nope, that's failing spectacularly. So I think we're just gonna have 3. We'll do 1. I want there to be a significant pile of ash here. This one over here is gonna be like almost down to nothing. So we'll make the ash pile bigger over here. I used to burn incense a lot when I was younger, when I was going through my my goth phase. I don't know if I'm brave enough to share a picture, but we'll see about that. Rosebud's playing with a piece of paper. The only type of incense I ever really got was, they were quote-unquote dragon's blood. I thought that was just so freaking cool sounding. They didn't smell the best, and I'm pretty sure I still have a bunch of them. You having fun, Rosie Bean? Apparently. It's gonna be interesting coloring these in, since you'll have the gray ashes and then like the little coal at the very end. We'll have to come up with a way of differentiating which smoke trail is which smoke trail. Maybe they're all different scents of incense. I don't know if I like it this uneven. Maybe I'll bring both of the ones on the side down to this amount. The pentagram is going to become very covered up by the ashes. It's my best approximation for ashes from incense. Maybe putting in the lines early is not the correct way to go, because I want to kind of base the size of the wood slats of the desk on everything else. So we're gonna have book of some kind. Figure it's only fitting that we have a book title relating to the prompt over here. Typography is not my strong suit, but it's something that I've been meaning to get better at. Don't know whether or not I'm going to do anything particularly decorative on the cover here, but maybe we'll make this a little dinged up as well. It's a well-used book. I want to have some sort of decoration on this candle, but I can't exactly decide what. I'm definitely going a little bit more cliched with this piece. That feels much better for the eye placement there. I was doing some research, I think before last Christmas, into good, cheap minerals and crystals you could buy online. And I found that there are these, I don't remember if they're like chakra totems or something like that, but they had these pendants of fossiliferous limestone, and I kind of love the idea. Obviously on day 2 we didn't get enough books, so we're gonna go in and put a few more here. Also, I'm gonna try to draw a selenite tower. Since I have a degree in earth science, I just kind of have a lot of minerals around my place. So for the smoke, I might do the background first and then go in with white ink. I might test that out on a different piece of paper before I for sure do that. I also don't really like the selenite tower. It looks kind of like a big tiered cake, which, I mean, it does look like a big tiered cake in actuality. It's just that I don't exactly like that. Still want to have something in here. Let me think on that for a moment. I'm probably just going to color this back wall in black. I always like putting eyeballs in jars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that in my first video. Technically, it's not my first video, but it's my first video of this style. It's hard doing lettering from the side. If anybody's wondering, the full title of this one is Lunacy and You. Let's see. I'm gonna look up a random tome generator real quick. There's Ashes to Ashes by M. Ashley, there's Whisper by Morgan Sims, Lunacy and You by unknown author, Pact of the Victor by unknown author, and we're gonna need to work on my, is that a serif font? Alright, we need 2 more titles. I think this one's just gonna have some decorations on the edges. I'm gonna kind of base this book off of, I can't remember which tome it was, but I watch a lot of videos by the Nerdy Crafter. Over on that channel they make a bunch of cool bound books. So this piece, more than any of the others, will be a major testament to my editing skills, because I'm filming this one later than I usually film for this series, so I'm a little worried it's gonna be out late. And I think, as much as it pains me to say, I'm gonna try not to worry too much if I do fall behind. And if I decide that it's too much to post one of these every single day, I might decide to drop back to maybe doing like 1 video every 2 days. I really don't want to have to resort to that, but I might have to, considering that I'm falling behind a bit and this month is only supposed to get busier. And one note, I'm actually basing this off of, this is going to be probably the nerdiest thing I'll say on this channel, but I'm basing this one off of an ooidal ostracoidal limestone that I have a few samples of from my field trip experience out in Utah, which that just means it has ooids in it, which are perfectly spherical chunks of sediment, and then ostracods are these little, their less obnoxious term is bean clam, if I remember correctly. I'm just gonna put some gastropods in this as well to fill some space. So I'm not going to worry about the beads for now. I'm probably going to take care of those once I fill in the background. Heck, that doesn't match up, but okay. Oh shoot, I put the nose on upside down. So once we finish inking all of the main parts of this piece, we'll then turn our attention to the desk here. All right, let's figure out how we want this to look. One of these days I'm just gonna sit myself down and like force myself to take some sort of course on lettering, because my lettering sucks. Nothing will beat the history of bloodlust. Blood loss? I actually don't remember at this moment. But nothing will beat the history of blood something or other books that I put on day 2's piece. Do you guys ever have a song that gets inexplicably stuck in your head? Like, it's literally any song. And for me, that song happens to be called No Ticket. It's from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And boy, did I screw up that moon. All right, we can fix that. That was going to be in black ink anyway. This song pops into my head seemingly at random, and it drives me batty. It's less dead than I remember. Which you figure would be a good thing. So this should have more perspective to it. How you'd get these eyeballs out of this bottle is quite the mystery. A lot of shaking and bottle smacking for sure. If this person has this much ash just kind of sitting on their desk, I have to wonder how many incense they're going through a day. Gonna add in the stick from already spent incense in there. Don't know if this really comes across as ash, but here's hoping. Gotta add more detail to this feather back here. I kind of forgot about it. I think I'm gonna go back in with a smaller nib and make some details to it. It's floating up that way, so I need to move all of these up. Not the best, but I'll take it. Of course, now we start making mistakes. Just marking those to make sure that I remember I'm doing those in black. It's always the semicircular shapes that get me, isn't it? So that's all of the line art done except for... Oh, wow, I didn't do the round of the incense burner. Not the best, but I can work with that. Okay, never mind. That's... I want to have one slat here for sure. Another one right behind. I'm just kind of playing these by ear. And I wanted to have not in the wood, about there. So the perspective is the center is kind of like here. Well, the center is about here, because... So there's the center of this piece. One slat there, maybe another slat there. Perspective might be a little off, but we're not going to focus on it too much. So I'm going to go in and do the line arts for all of these. I'm going to go in probably with the 0.1 on these front ones and then progress to a 0.05. Okay, that's not the most realistic looking wood, but we'll see if we can get it better soon. And I've now just doomed myself to making that ink black. Dang. Or have I? Really dark knot in the wood. We're starting off with the black. I realized that I started painting before double checking that my camera was recording. You didn't miss very much. I'm just going to be going through very carefully and going around all of these crystals with brain work black ink. That's the words I was looking for. So something I've kind of wondered about what you guys want out of this Inktober series. Is there any particular type of video? I mean, obviously they're all gonna have to be for the prompts and everything. I'm not gonna do like a blindfold challenge or anything because I actually want all of these pieces to turn out okay. And there's no particular prompt that I would want to sacrifice to that sort of challenge. But like, do you ever want to see the full time span of me working on a piece? I'll put a poll in the top corner if that's something that you're interested in. Go ahead and tell me up there. I honestly could put up the full length of a piece for this series and then put up a second one that's narrated. So I'm gonna be trying a new type of editing with this piece. So we're gonna try to do all close-ups and real-time shots, because sometimes I just get kind of annoyed with the super speed shots in the middle of my videos. I don't know if that's just me being picky, but I worry you don't get like the best view of the process of the piece in that format. Now, I know for sure that this piece is going to go up pretty late today. I'm filming this the night before, which I do for all of these pieces because otherwise I think it would be next to impossible to get any of these out on the actual day. On Sundays, I work usually from 8 a.m. to maybe 5 or 6, so it's a busy day for me. So, knock on wood, I think I'm getting a little bit better at controlling my brush. Proceeds to immediately go outside of the lines. This is the De La Rowney. It's a lot more opaque than the Liquitex ink, and I'm very happy with it. We'll do the Book of Ashes first. We're gonna do that in a particularly dark tone. So, number 5. And these ink mixtures are all still with a Liquitex ink because I don't feel like wasting the ink that I already put in them to redo these washes. There's gonna be a stain on her desk. I am just arbitrarily using her. I should probably be using they. Oh wow. I just smudged my hand through the moon there, and there isn't much smudging. Alright, I think that's a pretty good color for this book. We'll add in a little bit of shading down here. Now, I haven't decided whether or not I want the incense to all be the same. I almost said flavor, but no. Scent, that's the word I was looking for. Also a little bit of line art that I missed there. Scent, that's the word. Now I want to make sure that if we're doing the idea I have planned, all of these books need to be a particularly dark color, and all of them need to be not in orange, which is gonna suck because I was really hoping to use orange on that eyeball, but if this is going to go as planned, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. All right, I think it is time for going in with the wood color. I think we're gonna use my number 2 ink, which I'm pretty sure is my number 3 ink, because I'm pretty sure I labeled them wrong. Test it on a small area first. I'm not gonna really worry too much if there's some stains here and there on this desk. I mean, a messy desk is the sign of a full mind, correct? And of course, as I was saying that I was completely off camera. Oh, I just realized I didn't do any lines back there. I could do those later too. I'm definitely trying to take my time more with watercolor. Well, I mean, watercolor and acrylic ink. I'm just gonna color this one in the number 2 fully. Cork above the glass will also be this color. And I think the book behind the glass will be this color. I think we'll do 3. I hope it's the right number. Yeah, it's for sure lighter than... I think we'll do this one for the ash color. At least we'll test it out down here. Yeah, it's just about perfect. I definitely mixed around the concentrations for 2 and 3. Oh, there's a spot of desk I forgot to color, and I'll get that too in a second. Once the ash is dry. I want it to be a little bit more variated. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for, but that's the word we're sticking with. Variable. I'll probably have to go back through and redefine that line there, but that's for later. So I really want this eye to be orange. Maybe the way we'll work around that is the smoke will split around it. So like these two will go this way, and then this one curls back this way. I'm very tempted to also whip out the iridescent medium again. Boy, I'm gonna be tired at work tomorrow, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm blowing out the shot. I don't think I'll be able to do the slight feathering texture here just because it's so close to the incense. I'm gonna give it the slightest lining texture. I think I'm also gonna do this color for the round here. A little outside the lines there, but I think we will be okay. So this piece definitely has less intrinsic backstory to it, but share with me in the comments below what kind of witch you think this desk belongs to. Because it's definitely got a theme going, but I want to see what your guys' interpretation is. So go ahead and leave a comment. What type of witch does this desk belong to? And doesn't have to be a witch, could be a wizard. I usually just use witch kind of interchangeably for both. I kind of feel my patience like wearing thin the more that I work on this, unfortunately. It's, 1 in the morning. Alright, so gonna go in and do some shadows on the bird skull. Also, nope, I used that color for the side of the book there. Probably have to go in with my number 1 ink to do the floor there. I think that's almost too light, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna go in with number 4 for this book. And this book we're gonna go in... I don't want to go too light is the problem. Oh, if only we'd picked an ink today so that way I could have overlaid it with something. I think I'm gonna actually darken up both of these as well. The problem is the shadow here doesn't match the front of the Lunacy book. That's a little better. I think I'm going to do the same color for the tome over here. Since I'm zooming in on my phone for these shots, I hope the quality isn't too abhorrent. I know it's probably a little fuzzier than usual. All right, let's see how good this this color today is. We're keeping it very Halloween this time. I think we're also gonna actually make the decorative band here orange. Not bad. This is definitely a very yellowy orange. I'd almost call it like a squash orange. Dabbing on a little extra makes it more of that pumpkin orange I was hoping for. So now I'm hoping this comes across okay. I'm gonna try to make the little flaming part of the incense. It might just look like they're Cheetos, but we're not gonna make the entire incense orange. I was considering watering this down for the liquid in the bottle, but considering this is already a pretty light color, I don't think I'd want it any lighter than this. I think I'm actually gonna try to darken it for the eyeball. I'm gonna take a 2-to-1 mixture of black Liquitex and orange Liquitex, in this orange Liquitex, wow. Ecoline is what I meant to say. Maybe a 3-to-1 because that is, ew. Okay, maybe more than, hold on, that's better. I'm gonna try to make it look like something is settled along the bottom of this jar. I think that looks pretty cool. We'll see how that dries. You know, I was hoping that this would be more like the color we had for Husky, which was day 6. That color was Flamin' Hot Cheetos color. This is straight up Cheetos colored. I'm gonna see if it layers up okay. I was planning on actually pulling back out the iridescent medium and mixing a tiny bit in this time to some of this watercolor. Oh, I also have to do the flame. Let's do that before we ruin this brush. Trying to add a little bit of light influence from the candle. It's not working very well. It's not bad. Oh, gotta love iridescent medium. I will probably have to go back over the line art for these, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. I'm gonna leave that one in the middle with the ostracods and ooids in it in the gray. I just contaminated my normal orange with iridescent medium. I guess everything has to be iridescent now. Oh no, what a shame. I'm very tempted to also make that iridescent. Nah, we're not gonna do it. We've made enough iridescent already. All right, so now we're gonna do the white ink, which I hope this goes well. We're gonna do these one at a time. So this one is heading out this way. Ooh, I like how that looks already. And then up. Around. Heck, that's a little thick. Don't want it that opaque. All right, and this one is gonna, I think this one's just gonna trail this way and then back up. I think this one is going to have very little trail coming off of it. Sorry I didn't do any cool angles for that one. I was trying to make sure that I didn't screw that up. I'm gonna go through and kind of like highlight some places just to give a little bit of depth. Alrighty, I think that's it. Oh, other than some shines along here and all of the chains. Molotow marker is not working today, so let's see if the soccer pen will give me what I want. Nope, I don't have any particularly good tiny brushes. Don't know if I like the random ones that I just put in. Okay, one last thing that's bugging me. Bugging. I'm going to add some little details to this cork here. and then we'll be done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this piece, and I hope going into the white ink on the final piece didn't give you guys as much of a, I don't know, internal panic attack as it gave me at first. Anyhow, tomorrow's prompt word is overgrown. If you feel so inclined, hit that subscribe button and check me out on my other social media handles. Thanks, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.